Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Reneval. Akwaba, Karibu, you welcome, bienvenue. So today we're going to do a review on the latest episode of Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition, Season 17, Episode 7, Talk Dirty to Me. So, first and foremost, I wish you a good day. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and also don't forget to hit that bell so you'll be the first to get the notification. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video so someone else can appreciate it. And if you've been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you for your loyalty. All right, let's get down to it. So, for this episode, it's all based about talking about sex. It's all about talking about sex, and it's centered around two tasks. The first task is about the truth and dare game, and the second part is about the reenactment of the sexual interaction. So we're gonna do episode per episode, and also and within those we're gonna do not episode, exercise per exercise, and then we'll be discussing the couples in details. Then we'll wrap it up at the end to see what you guys think. All right, to carry on the discussion, you can also hit me on my Instagram at the Barbie Girl. All right, let's get down to it. So from last week, we found out that Tony was upset with Corrupt because she thought he was cheating, going back to his cheating ways with one of his side piece. Okay, so she was really angry about that. So she started the whole episode on a funk. So during the Truth to Dare game, she actually didn't want to participate because she was still angry, and Corrupt, she did her best to take part in imitating Phaedra and Medina, and basically the fact that they're not having sex. And then Corrupt was didn't understand why she was upset. He was actually blaming her for everything. Okay, go figure. And then sadly we found out that Aisley and Davon, they didn't take part into the whole episode at all, because we found out she's actually having a miscarriage. So they were just in the room trying to recover from the loss. So I have to say this: I don't really like Azalea because we know she has some issue when it comes to colorism and black women, but I wouldn't wish on any woman to experience a miscarriage. It's an atrocious experience. It's just a loss that is unbearable, and I wish her all the best after that experience. All right, so the next couple that we're going to talk about is Shani and Taylor. Did I say Shani and Taylor? No, I meant Shonda and Willie Taylor. All right, the serial cheater and the cheater, because apparently she only cheated once, but he cheated like 12 times. Well, over 12 times, but with 12 people. That's what we found out last week anyway. But okay, so this time the Truth or Dare exercise, she got a dare, he got a truth. So a dare was to dance in underwear in a fountain within the mansion, and his was to answer the question whether they had a threesome or not. He said yes, he's actually had a threesome before. And what was enlightening, when the bulb light came on for everybody, Shona was actually part of the threesome. So I was like, ooh, okay. It didn't really surprise me, because these two, they look like they have a very spicy and sexy life. It seems that at least on the sex, they agree on it, because they're always upon each other. So it didn't really shock me that much, to be honest. But then again, it could really explain why their relationship as well is really shaky. I mean, if your man is a serial cheater, you surely don't want to introduce someone else in a relationship. I'm not sure at which point they had this threesome, but if you're on shaky ground, not a good idea. All right. So her exercise actually found out that Willie was actually very jealous about his wife doing that. Why? I don't understand, especially when she used to be an ex-stripper, and then you're a serial cheater. But then again, hey, to everyone their own logic, right? And then she announced on public TV that she don't have any underwear. She wasn't wearing any. I mean, why would you announce that on public TV? Like public television, national television, who also went international. So now everybody knows that. Every creep out there will be looking for you on the street to see if you don't have any underwear. I mean, keep that shit for yourself. At least, if you want to share with somebody, share with your man when you're out there if you're feeling a little frisky, but not on national TV. I mean, now it's all going international, because hell, I'm not even in America, right? Okay, so next couple, let's move on. Next one will be Phaedra and Medina. So During the task, we found out that actually these two are getting closer and closer by episode like this, and they're getting even more flirtatious with each other because during this episode we saw that Medina had to initiate some kind of flirtatious act with Phaedra, so he got on her toes. He got on his knees and actually licked Phaedra's toes with some good old strawberry and some cream, y'all. Like creme chantilly. I haven't had that thing in years. But okay, he seems to enjoy it and she seems to be over the moon. It seems like that's one of the things that turns Phaedra on, right? You never seen Phaedra smiling so hard. Even during a whole presence on the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Housewife thing. No, not Love and Hip Hop, on the Real Housewife of Atlanta. I never seen Phaedra smiling so hard and being so excited. Shit. So, oh yeah, it looks like Medina is finding his mojo and working his way up to Phaedra's cooch. So we're gonna see if they're actually gonna do the dirty next week on the episode. Even though I doubt it because Phaedra is typical traditional to an extent Southern Belle, so we don't think that it's gonna happen next week, but they're certainly getting closer and she was happy with it. Well, kudos to Medina because I ain't sucking anybody's toes. No, I don't care how nice your toes are, I ain't doing it. Okay, all right, so the next couple will be when I do this face, you know it's coming. Tyree and Vado. All right, I'm actually over this couple, and I'll tell you why. Because these people are just, they shouldn't be on the show at this point because of the violence. And it's not a show where you come on there and you work on you by yourself. You come on there because you want to work on a relationship with your other half. But now it's like they're working on themselves separately because he's in his hotel room somewhere and Tyree is still in the house working on herself, right? I mean, I don't negate the fact that she's been through an abusive relationship and then she's trying to rebuild herself, but it's the wrong platform for it, especially when she's not taking any accountability for her action. Because and then Vado as well is not taking anything for his, any accountability, is blaming Tyree for pushing him to that point, which Dr. Ish made it very clear that he shouldn't ever put his hands on a woman as a man. I really like that part because he set the record straight. But I was a bit disappointed in Judlyn Toller's part. And I love Judlyn Toller. She's my girl. I've watched her since the very beginning on Divorce Court. And I'm sad for her to go. But I like every placement, which is Jud's fave. So I can't wait to watch that. But that's something else. I'm just going off topic. So I would have liked for Judlyn Toller to set the record straight as well on Tyree. That you don't hit people with objects, with apples, and then expect nothing to happen to you. But again, she's on this tour of like, I'm a victim and nobody's holding her accountable, which is also wrong. All right, so this is for the first task, and then the second task we move on to the reenactment of the sex. So how do they actually have sex, or how do they intend to have sex? So for the most part, with Phaedra and Medina, it seems to me that Medina is too much of a nice guy, of a gentleman for Phaedra. I think Phaedra wants a very nasty guy that is going to take charge and tell her what to do, and a bad boy like a ex-husband Apollonida. So we're gonna see how this is gonna happen because I don't think Medina's got it in him. So we watch out for them for next week. Okay, Willie and Shauna. So we find out that once again, I said it, they have a very sexy, spicy sex life, and then we found out the first time they had sex was actually in the park. Even if it was a long time ago. Well, I guess that's the thing. I won't comment on what people do with their private lives. So, and when it came to the cheating part, it took her 18 months to give herself back to Willie Taylor. Me, it would have taken me never. Because, once you cheat, I'm out with the quickness. Deuces. Alright? So, the next couple will be, that will be Corrupt and Tony. So, we talk about them at the end because there's a whole bunch that goes on. Let's go back to Tyree. She was on her own. So, we found out that Tyree actually enjoys a lot of foreplay and intellectual stimulation. Who would have known, right? under that video vixen image. After all, she's still a woman and she still wants these things, okay? And then Dr. Ish during that experience with Tyri, exercise with Tyri, was a bit excited, right? When she said, "Oh, I love loads of foreplay." He was like, "Mm-hmm." Can anyone tell me if Dr. Ish is married? Or has he got a girlfriend somewhere? Because I don't know anything about his personal life. Put that in the comment below, please. Alright. So the last couple will be Corrupt and Tony. Alright. Tony was already mad from last week, and she's mad at the fact that Corrupt is not improving every single day. It's like she's getting angrier and angrier, but as the weeks go by. But this exercise for her took the cake. It's like it was the match that lit the fuse. Because as she was explaining to Dr. Ish and Corrupt at the same time how lonely she felt, the fact that Corrupt always picked the bottle over her and that he doesn't even realize that he's an alcoholic, he was laughing at the way she was feeling. And I think she just lost it. She just exploded because she couldn't take it anymore, because she thought, oh, he was taking her for a joke. So we're gonna find out next week how that explosion is going to go. Like, is he gonna get violent? Is someone gonna get thrown out of the house? Do they have to call the popos? I mean, we just don't know what's gonna happen next week, because that's what it's leading to, and we're gonna find out. So, do you think that Phaedra and Medina will finally do the dirty next week? Will Tony hit Corrupt out of anger and frustration? And lastly, let me know if we see more of Azalee and Devon next week, because we haven't seen them in the last 2 weeks, the last 2 episodes. Not that I miss them, but I'm sure they have fans. So hey. So okay, so for this episode, my favorite was definitely Medina, because he did a whole lot, and he's still a gentleman in my house, still a good guy. As far as the way he portrays himself on the show, I don't know anything about his real life, and I don't want to find out till the show is over. Okay, so let me know what you think about all these questions, and put it in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you know what's up. If you already with this channel, thank you for working with me, and you can follow me on Instagram at the Barbie Girl. So thank you, my turtles, for watching today, and I'll see you next time. All right, thank you, bye.